there you guys, it's me RandomJosh and I'm back again with another Random Monday video. So today, as this is the first Random Monday of the Halloween spooky season, I wanted to just talk about, first of all, we're in 2020. 2020 has been a spooky enough year as it is. It has been filled with some goops, some gaggeries, some shady shenanigans and all of the above. So obviously, a lot of the normal Halloween traditions are going to kind of go out of the window, really. Trick-or-treating, not going to happen. Going out with friends, having like Halloween parties, not gonna happen. So naturally, we're kind of gonna have to like celebrate Halloween in different unique ways, I guess. So it's completely like dependent on how much you enjoy Halloween, and everyone has their own unique ways anyway of celebrating Halloween. Some people might prefer the whole dressing up and going to a party and having fun with friends and things like that, or others might actually just like prefer kind of staying in, having a little movie night, watch some scary films. So it's completely like dependent on your own kind of preferences. Like for me personally, obviously, as you can tell, one of my favourite parts about Halloween is the makeup. Girl, so this is technically number one. So, you can have fun with makeup still. You can dress up, who cares? So what that you're just sat at home? Do the makeup, have fun, girl. Have a little photo shoot. Be like, oh, practice those skills. Ready for future parties and all of the, crazy drama that can follow in the future. But not just that, have fun with makeup, test your creativity. This year personally for me, you haven't seen it yet, but there's going to be some pushing of, boundaries on what I normally would do. The 3D spider look has just come out recently, so, was that something I would ever do in the past? Hell no, I'd be too scared to do that. So, the fact that I've kind of pushed myself and gone out of my comfort zone a little bit more is quite fun and interesting. So definitely testing your creative side with things like that. Always good. So just referencing back to what I was originally going over, people who like to just kind of be at home and chill and watch scary films or any kind of Halloween films. They don't always have to be those kind of horror, scary films. Some people prefer, the more light-hearted comedy side of Halloween. But if whatever kind of film you're into, have a watch, It's so easy to just go onto Netflix or any kind of streaming service. But I do want to talk about Netflix in particular because they do have a special browser add-on which is called Netflix Party. I don't know, I'm assuming that a lot of people know about this, but it's basically to allow you to kind of watch with your friends or with people that you want to watch a program with. So you can go for a series, you can just sit there and watch a film together, and you kind of everything syncs up. So what I find cool about it as well is a lot of the times when you're at home watching something like a film, you need to pee, you need to go grab a drink, you need something, you hit pause, you go do it, you come back, you're back into it straight away. You can do that as well with the Netflix Party, but it stops it for everyone. Because then you're all sort of on that same page. So you can kind of organise with your friends, okay, we'll have a break here if need be. And there's also a chat function in there, which is quite cool as well. So you can, you know, chat while watching. Because, I mean, I'm one of those people that I'm such a multitasker when it comes to watching things on like Netflix. So half the time I'm visually not taking it in as much as I am audibly. Unless I am like 100% invested in it, then I am like, I will literally not take my eyes off it. But there are other times where I've just got it in the background because I want to do other bits. Like sometimes like when I'm having to organise, like clear things out or get a makeup look together, I might, you know, sit there and whack on a bit of a Netflix series or just a film in the background so I can do what I need to do, but I'm like mainly listening to it because I already know, like a lot of the times I do it with films that I've already seen or series that I've already seen so that I know what's happening, but so like I can actually visually see it in my head, but I'm not actually looking at it. Sounds really weird, but yeah, that's something that I tend to do. But off the topic, honey, where are we going with this? I was talking about Netflix party, but yeah, I think it's actually such a like good feature to have. It is like a free add-on. Obviously, you have to have Netflix, which you have to pay for, but I don't think Netflix is actually that much when it comes to like the monthly subscription. So, you know, it's definitely like a lovely thing to have, especially during these times. Like I've not had Netflix for like the longest time, and everyone always used to like be like, oh my god, I'm watching this Netflix series, and I'll be like, I haven't got Netflix. So like I think it's only within the last year pretty much that I've actually had Netflix, and oh my god, it's been amazing. So good to have. Like you find so many fun things on there. Like I think once you hit a point, you kind of are just spending 90% of your time hunting Netflix, 10% watching Netflix. It is so hard to find something good that you don't know what, like when you're in that mood and you're like, I don't know what to watch, just let me just hunt through the suggestions. You are there for ages because it's either things that you have already watched 110 times and you're like, ugh, I don't want to watch that again. Like maybe another day, I'm not in the mood for it. Or it's just movies that you're like, I don't really fancy that right now, you know. So yeah, that's definitely something that you can also, you know, have a little bit of fun with. It's a way to connect with your friends as well, which is always lovely. So another kind of thing, I mean, this is more of a coronavirus popular thing, but just have a Zoom call, girl. Get a group call on. Get everyone on there. Have a makeup competition. See who can do the best makeup, or get the best like outfit for Halloween. Things like that. Have a quiz. Have an online party. You know, you've just got the camera set up. Have your drinks. Girl, you know, she's already prepared. You know, just sit there, have a, you know, drink with your friends, or obviously responsibly. But yeah, like Zoom is actually really handy for things like that. Like me and my little friend group, we still tend to go onto Zoom like on a weekly basis just to kind of just catch up. Just be like, hey, how's everything going? You're good. Like we still talk like on other social media platforms, but it's nice to actually see the person like in the moment. Because like obviously you can see them like through Snapchat and things like that, but it's not the same, if you get what I mean. Like having that live kind of bodily visuals, I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't even know if that makes sense. In my head it makes sense. You can kind of like detect the body language and things like that, so like it kind of makes conversation easier. Because sometimes I'm half asleep, like genuinely messaging someone like, ugh. And yeah, like, for all they know, I'm normal. But for what I know, I'm like, oh, can't even see what I'm typing, I'm just typing away. But obviously there are still other things that you can kind of still do. So like, you know, decorate your house with pumpkins, pumpkin carving. This is something that I've never done in my life, that I'm aware of anyway. But pumpkin carving, you can still do that. You can still decorate the front of your house. You're not, you know, we can leave houses. It's just, you know, being sensible. So, you know, something to do indoorsy, you know, whip out a couple of pumpkins, get carving, make some pumpkin soup. Girl, you are set for Halloween. Sickening. Maybe even if you want to avoid the hot trick-or-treating thing, I'm pretty sure I've seen people kind of talk about like alternative ways of doing the trick-or-treating side of things. So like, I think, what was it? I think it was like with the NHS thing, people were like drawing the rainbows and sticking them outside their houses and things like that. So for this one, they were gonna say like, if you draw like a pumpkin or something, stick it outside your window, then if people are like, with children are walking by, they can say, I've spotted a pumpkin, and then that earns them a sweet. Things like that. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit different. Like obviously then you don't have to have the contact of things. Obviously it means you're buying your own sweets, but you know, it's a ways. You've got to, you know, use the kind of initiative and knowledge that you've got to get around everything to make it feel as normal as possible. Even have like a little treasure hunt of like sweets in the house, like hide them in spooky places, you know. Maybe get like decorative pieces around the house you can hide sweets around, or little clues to make it a proper like treasure hunt kind of thing. There's lots of ways that you can kind of, you know, everyone will do these things differently, that's a given. Some people just will pass over it like it's nothing. Fair enough. You know, it's not for everyone, but for the people that do enjoy Halloween, like we all do things differently anyway. Everyone celebrates any kind of holiday differently. That's just, you know, common sense really, that just happens. You know, some people will celebrate Halloween in different ways to others. We all have our own unique taste levels and opinions towards what you characterize as, I don't want to say fun, but something that you would want to do in terms of like Halloween and celebrating the season. But anyway, I think we've kind of discussed a lot about, you know, 2020. It's obviously not a fun year for everyone. We try and do the best. I hope, you know, my videos that I'm putting out here are entertaining for people during these difficult times, and I hope that everyone at home is keeping themselves lovely and safe, please. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you did enjoy, and I will see each and every one of you guys in the next video. Peace out, witches.